You're in the right place at the right time. Absolutely. We're here today with my brother once again, Travis Cain's man, Cain. I'm so glad to have you on the show, brother Cain. We appreciate
Yeah.
you taking time out your busy schedule. The brother of George Floyd, man, they grew up close together, same, just about the same house, ate the same meals at the same house, man. He said George's mom used to call him son. He used to call George's mom mom, and so that's how close they are. We're glad to have the brother on the show with us today. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play the promo, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to brother Travis Cain's man Cain about what's going on right now with this trial.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi, my name is Travis Cain'S. I'm from Houston, Texas, 3rd Ward area, Trinity Home Projects, born and raised. And this is my little brother, George Floyd. I created this mural to make everybody understand where he was from, to make you understand that injustice has happened in America. We're tired of our kids being made of murals, being put on murals. We're tired of our black men being put on murals. We're tired, period. We're tired of killing us. We're tired of injustice. We want equality rights like everyone else. My little brother's tragic death from the hands of a person that abuses authority was insane. It is something that is happening in America quite often now. To make you understand, you have to keep yourself reminded that we are people too. Black lives do matter. Killed by the hands of an officer that abuses authority, and this officer that worked on the side of him, who had a history of working with my little brother in a nightclub. Make you understand the enslaved racist mentality that he had. It is important to have this mural to show the world where George Floyd was from, where his roots was. The mural means a lot to the community. The community that he's from love him so much. You know, when we had to bring him home, I decided to bring him home. So what I need you to do is share this story about my little brother, broadcast it and network everywhere, to bring awareness what's really going on.
My brother helped the family fight for my brother because he was someone. Thank you. The family thanks you. And I will not give up on you, bro. I love you, little brother. And I got you.
Back with brother Travis Cain's man Cain's. And no matter how much times I watch that, man, I tell you, it just always strikes a nerve, about where we're living at, what's going on in the United States, man, and indefinitely, man. We are looking for justice and still praying, you brother Cain's, for the Floyd family. Our prayers and our thoughts definitely are going out to them, and we're in their corner, man, during this time, this trial, because this is a trial for America. This is a
For the
trial for
world.
America and for the world. For the world.
Yeah.
For the world. Absolutely, brother. And so, brother Travis, I think for the people that weren't on last time, man, I love that story, man. Tell them about your name, man, and where you and what the Cain's man is.
Well, Cain'S man was a term that my grandfathers and his brothers used, you know what I mean? And they were cotton pickers. They were slaves, and they were field Negroes, you know what I mean? That is something, you know what I'm saying, that they used to feel like they was someone back in the slavery days, and the tradition just came on down, and like in cities in Louisiana and up in Mississippi, you know what I'm saying, they say, well, that's the Cain'S, you know what I mean? Because if we would they were like the black family that had a lot of values, you know what I'm saying, as in like being in entrepreneurship early down south, you know what I'm saying, when they were going through it. So that's what they did, and that's what I picked up. You know what I mean? Me being a grandson of a field Negro, that's what I picked up. You know what I'm saying? And I love saying it. That I'm a Cain'sman. You know what I mean? I'm honored. You know what I mean? You know, for that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And then to be the grandson of a field Negro and to go on to work with the Texas legislature.
Yeah,
That's
trying to get. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Trying to get some things changed. You know what I mean? They don't. I don't work with them. They need to work with me. They need to work with the people. Yeah, they don't. You know, they work for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, and it's just some things that got to be changed, man, with this system. Uh, it is torn apart. You know what I mean? Especially towards minorities. When you have a systematic racism theme or thinking, you know what I mean? This is what you get. You know what I mean? You know, you get, you know, chaos. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening to America right now. You know, it's some things that needs to be changed. And there are people that speak on it and get them things changed. And I am one of them. You know what I mean? Through the grace of God, you know what I mean? I just fight for us, man. I fight for what's right. You know what I mean? You know, this started with my little brother. This started way before my little brother. I've been my brother's keeper. You know what I mean? And may he rest in peace and rest his soul. But he knew I would be doing this for him. You know what I mean? Everything I do for him. Because I've always had him. So it's a beautiful thing. You know, it's a sad thing that people of color have to go through the struggle that they go through, but it's reality and we have to fight. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know, and you know, you have these drive-by politicians that feel like they can be slick to get the vote. You know what I mean? Or they can use this person here because he or she has this platform. They can use this to get the vote. You know what I mean? And you know, it's a bunch of slickness in the legislature. You know, and it takes people like me and other people to go in there and tell the truth, come from the heart and speak. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, my brother.
Yes.
You know, the last time when I went and spoke on my little brothers, the George Floyd Act, I came from the heart, and it was people in that room on the legislative floor in the background when I was speaking, just like, yes, go ahead. Oh, you sure right. You know what I mean? Yes, yes. You know what I mean? I'm hearing this in the background while I'm speaking because I'm telling the truth. You know what I mean? This shit got to change, man. It's ridiculous, bro. You know, I look. You know, you turn on the TV and every other day or every week, you know, it's another black individual being killed. You know what I'm saying? That's unarmed. Oh, that's not really a threat. You know what I mean? It's sad, man. You know what I mean? And you have to have people like me that's real, Cornell, to sit up there and get in there, get that legislative office and wherever you need to go and speak.
That's right.
And don't be violent with it. I don't have that, see, I don't have that, you know, that Malcolm, you know, which I'm not putting them down. I love them as a brother, but I don't have that Malcolm X mentality. I have the Dr. Martin Luther King mentality. You know what I mean? I don't want to be, you know, that activist. I'm not that activist. That's want to be radical like that, but I'm gonna get some shit across.
Yeah.
Whoop your ass with my tongue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we gonna get on your ass without tongue, without brain, without mind, you know what I'm saying, with this real shit. You know what I mean? What's really going on with reality. Excuse my French, but and please beat that out, man. I apologize, but you know, what's real is real, bro. You know what I mean? So, that's it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, brother. We got Barry Dingle from Cross, my good friend. Barry says we're in messed up times. Then he says slavery is still alive in force. They just made it organized. Then Barry says, the only way this problem will get fixed, we as a people need to come together first. And then
Yep.
Barry says, all these Uncle Toms and crabs in a barrel.
Yep. You know what? You know, you're definitely right. You know what I mean? It's hard getting rid of them motherfuckers though, man. Yep. Man, they being born every day. You know what I mean? You know, those are, those house niggas. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you. Can I just say this? Can I be real with you on the show?
Go ahead.
Can I be real with you on the show?
Go ahead.
Okay, you know what I mean? You have you field niggas and you have your house niggas. You know what I mean? And that's been to the house of time. That's been since the first of time. Man, you just it's crazy, man. And I think about what makes you want to go along with somebody that's harming you or bringing pain to your life. I mean, I'm just here, not being unbiased, right now. Just like, what makes you what makes you want to honor somebody that's just trying to bring you pain in your life? And that's where the house Negro ship come from. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. But this is down south, brother, talking about it. You know what I mean? I've heard the stories. I've seen shit. You know what I mean? With my own eyes. You know what I mean? Just real talk, man. Me and my brother went through some storms down south down here, man. To where it is, you know what I'm saying? He had to want to go and get out the way of here and go try to go up north and get his life together. You know what I mean? We went through some storms down here, bro. And that's what the South is. You know what I mean? That's just, when you have the Uncle Toms, they only get so far, man. You know what I mean? Uncle Toms only get so far, you know what I mean? And they still be handled, you know what I mean? Because, it is what it is, if you're doing the cause and inspection towards people that you ain't supposed to be doing to, you know what you're doing, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When I say it, if you're doing the cause and inspection to the people that that ain't right for you, you should reap what you sow. You know what I mean?
Right.
Them people don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? It's what it is, man.
Absolutely. And I see that you've been doing some things, man, since the trial, since we last spoke. I see you're here with Ben Murphy.
Ben Crump.
Ben Crump, rather. Ben Crump, the lawyer for the Floyd family.
Yeah, he was just there. I ain't doing nothing with him. He was just doing there when Latanya got her plaque. You know what I mean? He was at the ceremony yesterday. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the one where Tanya's getting the plaque. And
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the plaque that she got.
Man, the plaque she got is beautiful, man. It's amazing. She is very happy about it, man. It really made her feel good. You know what I mean? And it's an honor to get it. You know what I mean? I cried for it because it was just so cool. You know what I mean? For somebody to have an idol, and finally get you're a teenager and you got an idol, and you come across down the line or whatever, to meet the star that you wanted, that you idolize when you was a kid is awesome. You know what I mean? You get a chance to meet them in real life, and to get a plaque, you know what I mean, and get a chance to sing a song or whatever with them. Yeah, that was cool. You know what I mean? She's very happy, man. She's happy. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. And so it came from REO Speedwagon, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
And they read an article in the in what People magazine about the song that Tanya used to sing to George.
Yeah. They read out of People magazine. Yes.
Awesome. And they brought her, and they went ahead and brought her the platinum record.
Yeah. Just like any other platinum record. That's cool.
That is cool.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, man.
Barry Dingle says Uncle Tom is in place to keep us down, and Barry Dingle likes the platform, and we appreciate you watching, Barry. Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
platform. To talk to you a little bit about the trial and what's going on and what people have been saying. Courtney Ross, George Floyd's girlfriend, took the stand. She said, I had lost a lot of faith in God when I met George. George was a security guard and met her at the Salvation Army homeless shelter and prayed with her. What does this say about George Floyd's character to you?
that was him. That was him, man. He was so into God, man. He was, you know what I'm saying? You know, that was him, man. That's normal. That was Floyd. You feel me? That's him. That's him. That was him. That was him, man. Godly. You know what I mean? You know, he knew that without him we were nothing. You know, we are nothing. You know what I mean? We knew that. We've been on that all our life. You know what I mean? And it just we had to have God survive and where we come up from. You know. But that's just him, man. I can believe that. That's the truth. What she saying is the truth because he was a godly man. That was his heart. You know what I mean? Yeah.
19-year-old Christopher Martin, the clerk who worked at Cup of Foods and took the $20 bill from George Floyd, said, if I would have just not taken the bill, this could have been avoided. Martin quit his job and moved out of his apartment above Cup Foods. He's grappling with the feelings of deep guilt and says he does not feel safe. Martin described George Floyd as friendly and approachable. I just wanted to read that about what he said. Now, excessive force has not been stopped in Virginia. Has not been stopped. Even with all this going on, they still got excessive force. An Army Lieutenant, Officer Karan Nazario, was pepper sprayed and accosted by two police officers while he was in uniform. They were angry because he did not stop on the dark road when the blue light first went off. He pulled into a well-lit parking lot and with Army insignia showing made him a soldier get on the ground in uniform. Killing young black men has not stopped. Just yesterday in Minnesota, not far from Minneapolis, Dante Wright was killed. And so my question to you is, when does it stop? What will it take to make it stop? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I think you went mute. Now I can hear you. Yes, sir. Okay, I think I can hear you now. I heard it come on. We lost him. We lost him for a second, but he's probably gonna go out and come back in. We're talking to Brother Travis, Cain'S man. Cain. He's
Can you hear me now?
I got you now.
All right, man. My fault, brother. I don't know why they did. I guess we so far away. I think that's why it does that. You know what I mean? But you know, you have to. It stops when we get up and talk and fight, man, and get down there and vote. It stops when we sit up there and start looking the other way and being scared of these police when they do things like this. It stops when we sit up there and vote on these bill reforms stuff. You know, this systematic, you know what I'm saying, failure for minorities. When we sit up there and go fight for it. You know what I mean? That's what it stops, man. You know, we have to voice our opinion, man. We have to understand, you know what I'm saying, this is what our ancestors done. You know what I mean? Like, we can't let them down. And you don't want to let your generation come down the line down. When I decided that I was going to go ahead and go full force with being an activist, I explained to myself, I'm like, look, I don't want to be a black activist. I don't want to be no regular community activist. I want to be all of it in one. And my title is human rights activist because I'm for injustice theory, man. So it stops when
you fading out a
you
little
start,
bit.
you know, saying, speaking. Everybody needs to speak up. Everybody has a role in this, man. That's from every ethnic group, from stopping all this systematic racism. You know what I mean? It stops it when we stop being ungodly. When, it's a bigger pandemic than the coronavirus. It's a bigger pandemic that's been going on for years. That is a pandemic of people being ungodly. When you understand, man, like all along, you know what I'm saying, when our ancestors and everything else, their backbone was God. They prayed. You know what I mean? They were godly people back when they were slaves and all of that. You know what I mean? So, you put God first and you go out there and fight like his warriors did. You know what I mean? And you can do it peacefully. You know what I mean? Now that's kind of hard to say because we're in a generation where majority of these youngsters don't have no more. Because I'm going to tell you, bro, when I seen them people put Minneapolis police station on fire, I said, that's it. That's why it might be a good idea that they convict Derek Chauvin, man. Or these people want to have their shit. Because if it don't, man, it's going to get ugly. And I hate to say it, and I'm praying on it. You know what I mean? Me being a godly person, I'm praying on it, man. And I know my little brother wouldn't want all that, man. This shit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's what's real, man.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Barry Dingle said we walk around with targets on our backs. He says it's never going to stop because we as people have so much, and the man is scared of us. And then Barry Dingle said it's called brainwashing. He was agreeing with you when you were saying, when you were talking about what's going on with the younger people today in some aspects, and how they're keeping us divided. I do apologize. We keep losing connection with brother Travis. He keeps going out and coming back in the areas again.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, brother.
Did you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
That's when it stops. You know what I mean? It's another coalition that I'm working with, and these senators have got together to put together a petition, bring up a bill to stop white supremacy from getting inside the police academy, to getting from behind the badge. And that's something else that needs to just be looked at. You know what I mean? You got to watch who they need to watch who they're hiring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they need to screen.
Screen, it's screening as in like, give all of them a polygraph test when they coming in. Have you ever, have you ever been around any malicious groups? You know what I mean? And that's for Black Panther to KKK to all of it. You know what I mean? All of it, man. And screen them, give them a polygraph. You know what I mean? Do some things like that. So you know who you're dealing with, because what it is, you put anybody behind the badge. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Psychological.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's just the truth, man. That's what's up.
Barry Dingle and he says that's why the first thing the man from us is our religion and stripped us. And then he says one of the best things these blacks have done was the Million Man March.
Mm-hmm.
So now that brings me to another question. Donald Williams, security guard and former wrestler, trained in mixed martial arts, a tough guy, tearfully wiping his eyes on the witness stand, um, said, "I had to call the police on the police." Mr. Williams identified the hole that Chauvin applied to George Floyd as the blood choke to cut off the airway and the chimney that you hold to keep pressure on George Floyd. Um, does this prove, without a doubt, that at that point, Derek Chauvin had intent to kill George Floyd?
That it's a touchy subject. You know, it's common sense. You know what I mean? Everything is right there on camera, and it's amazing how we even have to go through all of this. Can you hear me, Mr. Johnson?
Absolutely.
You know, it's amazing how in America that we even have to go through this. Because there's nowhere in the world that's not common sense, man, that this man was wrong. It should be no trial. There should be none of that. It should just be what it is. But in America, you gotta go through red tape and all that. You know, it's sad, man. That's a touchy question, but the man was just real, you know what I mean? He knew what, he seen it, you know what I mean? He knew what he was trying to do, man. It was like, yeah, you got one today. We got one today. That's how, you know what I'm saying? I took it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got one. You know how they talk. Yeah, we got one today. You know what I mean? I done been through it, man, down here, man. I know what it is. I know how they were feeling. Yeah, I got one today. You know what I mean? I've been wanting them anyway. That's how I feel out there. Charles was thinking, bro. You know, man, it's crazy, man, because it was obvious. Yeah, that man seen it. I mean, thank God, it ain't nobody but God that had him right there and to sit up there and call the police and tell them, like, hey, this man is literally out here is committing murder. You know what I mean? I applaud that brother. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I applaud that brother. You know what I mean? I applaud everybody that's been up there on that stand digging in these people's ass. Because they been doing a great job. At first, I was optimistic.
Yeah.
I was optimistic at first. I was praying like, man, I hope they do what's right because I don't want these people to act a fool. But they gonna do it, man. It's gonna get real ugly, man. And I pray that you man, God just, put it in the judge's heart or whatever, the jury or whatever, and it be done right. You know what I mean? We don't need chaos like that, man, no more. You know what I mean?
No.
And let my brother rest in peace. Let him get into conviction or whatever. And let my brother rest in peace, man. Let him rest. You know what I mean? It's always, it's so much other stuff, you know what I mean? That the family go through, you know what I mean? We still mourning, you know what I mean? This shit fresh, man. It should ain't even a year yet, man. It's sleepless nights, man. Seriously, brother. Behind this whole ordeal, we never thought we would go through this, but we take it the way it is. You know what I mean? We go and we keep pushing what we want him to do.
Yes, sir.
My little brother was the sacrificial lamb, man. That's what my brother was, man. He was the angel put down here on earth for this change. You know what I mean? And it's changing as we speak, brother. And it's an awesome thing. It's a sad thing, but it's an awesome thing. Because that's what he's here for. As me being a godly man, I know what it is. You know what I mean? I truly know my little brother was a sacrificial lamb. I'm blessed that God put me right beside him all this life. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
40-something years is a long time, bro.
That's a long time.
That's a long time, man. Yeah, man. You know, and they're being side by side, you know, and going through this and that, you know, like, hey, you know, it's crazy, bro. But I give it to God, you know. That's all I can do, man. And I'm hoping everybody else do the same thing, because, you know, you have to pray on it, man. It's a bad situation. It's a situation that I never thought I would go through in life, that no one ever thought they would see in life. You know what I mean? A public lynching.
That's what it was.
In my lifetime, that's a public lynching. You know what I mean? So we fight to stop these public lynchings. We fight to stop all this corporate racism that's been going on. You know, change some of these things that's been happening. Change a lot of things that y'all been handling us. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, it is what it is, brother. And that's it, Mr. Johnson.
You're right, brother.
Right, brother.
Right. I just want you to know that we're playing with the family. We still lifting you up.
Mm-hmm.
And our wishes for you, for the Floyd family, is that God gives you a peace that surpasses all understanding.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One more thing on Carnella, the young lady that took the initial video footage, is so deeply traumatized that she says that at night he stays up apologizing to George Floyd for failing to do anything. She was a teenager at the time. She then said, "It is not what I should have done as much as what Chauvin should have done." Darnella's videotape is what shed light on George Floyd's murder and has great history and sad significance to what policing is defined as in future years. What would you say to Darnella about those nights of apologizing to George Floyd still and those feelings of guilt?
I would, like, first of all, I would pray with her. You have to pray with the sister, man. That's traumatizing to see, at that age, to see something like that, man. I can imagine, you know what I mean? Like, I have sleepless nights, so I can imagine what she's going through, man. You know what I mean? Not even knowing him, I still can imagine what she's going through. I would pray with her first. And explain to her, man, she's a hero. She's a hero. She did something that, most grown motherfuckers will be scared of. They don't want to call themselves, snitching. That was she's a hero. I mean, she's a hero, And I thank her, and God bless her. Hope to meet her one day. You know what I mean? God bless her. You know what I mean? I want to pray for all of them that was right there.
Yeah, she's a hero.
Pray with them, you know what I'm saying? And I would love to meet all of them, you know what I mean? Yeah. That was right there, man. The nurse that even tried to come off the thing and said, well, let me check his pulse. And they got on her. Made her move back, man. The whole situation was messed up, man.
That was Genevieve Hanson.
Yeah. So that's what it is, my brother. That's what I would do.
Well, I know she gets to watch this.
Yeah. Please, if you ever get in contact with her, tell her I thank you and God bless her.
I absolutely will.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Because there was a 9-year-old that took the stand. And she was a witness to that too.
Yeah. Yep.
A 9-year-old.
I know, man.
The last thing I got to say is that Cain'S, another teenager, there said that Chauvin was gripping his knee into George Floyd's neck. She said Chauvin who has a history of pepper spraying large crowd at nightclub for nothing, grabbed his mace and shook it at them. She said she didn't know what would happen and that she was scared to start. He had the words powerless, afraid, helpless from these children, black young men, women, and children, unarmed, still being executed. We've seen the rise of Jim Crow and the new Georgia voting laws, and how the police are trying to fight fair in the black community, the way the Klan did in the bad old days.
That's cool. Yeah. That's real. You know.
Absolutely. I think for me, and I'm gonna let you go after this, brother. Was Dr. Martin Coben, the pulmonary specialist, that shed light on George Floyd's hand gestures when he was dying. And to me, the hand gestures didn't mean anything. But when Dr. Coben pointed out that when George had his hands closed, when he extended his fingers, he was trying to breathe.
Yeah.
And I think that it's amazing the people that God put in position to see what happened, so they can be able to tell the story now.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Have me on mute.
Yeah. I apologize, man. In a common sense form of fashion way, man. If you sit up there and start from the core of watching, like I said, who you put in these academies, that's when we'll correct this problem. You know what I mean? Giving them better training and making sure that they're not a part of any other radical groups, or they haven't been a part of any races or radical groups. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's where I'm at. It's been nice, man. I gotta, get back to work.
We appreciate you taking time out your schedule, man, to be with us today, man.
Yeah. Anytime, man. You hit me when you want to do another one, my brother.
All right, brother. We praying for the family, man.
Thank you, man. God bless you.
Thank you, and God bless you, brother Travis Cain'S, man. Thanks for being with us today.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right, my brother.
Okay, brother.
All right, darling. I wish I would have came online here from the get-go.
You already know you should have came.
We want to thank brother Travis Cain'S for joining us today. Family friend and close with George Floyd, like brothers. And we're just praying for God to allow justice to prevail in this case. And we hope you're praying also, and knowing that George Floyd's death is basically the shot that's been heard around the world. So all we do is we sit back and we pray, and we watch, and we march, and we let our voices be heard, and we let people know that we're not asking for justice, and we're not asking for equal rights. We're demanding justice, and we're demanding equal rights. The time for asking is over. So with that, I want to thank you for tuning in today to our interview with Brother Travis, Cain'S Man Cain'S, and to all of you out there. God bless. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.